Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, B-Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning, the way I like it. Yeah, it's about 5 something. Perfect. Let's rock. Right isn't 25 rule live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I greatly appreciate you. Let's do what we do. We got a good thing going. Right thinking mission. And I'm on it. It's to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye be true. I'm in a place right now, right thinkers, where let's talk about being happy with myself. What the? That's a good statement. Now, let me back it up, try to show it, prove it to you why I say that. And if you can make that statement, you must be living right too, because I am. In my Patty LaVelle voice, I got a new attitude about my life. Why? I made it that way. You can change your life, what, for the better? We can always make it bad. No, change for the good is always good. Change for the better. That's what you want to do. Let's go. My goal is to help you do just that. Win daily. Let's go. I'm a happy camper. You can't tell? I'm as happy as I can be. What? In life. Right now. Right now, I'm as happy as I'm going to ever be, probably. Why? Because I reached a level of happiness and contentment within myself through what? Daily hard work for what? Myself. And I put the work in. So that gives me the opportunity or the ability to help somebody else. That's my goal. Being happy with your life on a daily basis. Why? Life is a daily fight. Your morals, remember? Set, Haru, that's the fight of life every day. Ra and Apophis fight every day and every night. Okay? It's a part of life. It's a phase. So when you get it right, that brings on what? Happiness. Other than that, you're always up with your guard on, what? Ready for what next episode of your life that's going to go through. This is life. You got to live it a certain way. If you learn how to play, you can win. Watch this. Now, you can win, in life. The fight, how? Live right. Whatever profession, whatever religion you follow, anything, whatever it is, just live right. I don't know what you call it. I ain't the title, so I call it doing the right thing. Okay? Do what's right. You got wrong and you got right. Your decision is to do what? Be on the side of right. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Moving on. And I've been doing that for a while. And guess what? It brings me to a point in my life where, damn, I had no idea I could be this happy with what I do and how I'm doing with my life. Fun doing other stuff. No, I'm having fun living. It don't get no better than that. Moving on. I'm making some life-changing decisions, have been on a day-to-day basis for a while now. And now I'm receiving my just due. And I tell my pastor, man, I get it now. The rules and things I'm learning in life is no different. not mine. So I'm taking advice and I'm using it, and I'm like, okay, this thing working out pretty good. Why? Because I'm the beneficiary of the good stuff that happens when you humble yourself, when you allow things to take their course and do what you're supposed to do. You'd be surprised. All the benefits come back to you. That's what makes me happy. I don't control situations that I'm in, but I control me in the situations. That's what makes me happy. What I can handle myself, and I feel better about myself the way I handle myself in situations compared to how I used to. That's the life change that makes things better for you. Happiness is living life on your terms. It don't get no better than this. Okay, for me, why? I do dictating what I do. I do the fiddling around here. I run my show. And my show is to take care of things I take care of. So it falls in line. I say, what I do, my right thing philosophy consumes my life outside of things that I got to take care of my life. Once I take care of those things, I'm right back here. Don't you do that? Nope. Don't you? Nope. And please understand that I don't need the things that most people think they need. I've come to realize those things. I'm so past that. Okay? The nonsense, I don't do none of that. The small stuff, don't sweat it. Why? I don't have time for that. And that will not bring me happiness within myself. Doing dumb stuff, doing bad things, you got to pay the consequences. But when you do the right thing, the consequences are blessings. Flip it. Like my man Pops called Witherspoon. Don't let it whip you, whip it. You feel me? So moving on. But in life, if you can reach a state where you being happy with yourself, you've done something. That's a blessing. I'm talking to my mother-in-law, 86 years old. She had her first encounter with somebody like her, godly, spiritual, and she freaks out. But she just felt that she was so excited, and that made me, I got goosebumps right now. Why? We need more of that. We need more encounters of people who up here, not down here. Everybody down here. But we have to meet people up here at the level where you can communicate. And she was so excited. Why? Because she usually the receiver of the compliments of being the shine light, God, the good person. She's a hell of a lady. And she knows that. Other people know that. But what she hadn't realized all this time is other people like you. And she had her first encounter, and it freaked her out. I had this 2 hours. I'm breaking it down, calming it down, because she was raring. I love that. That's life. That's what made me feel happy. She 86 years old. That's my advisor. And whenever I can assist her in her life to help out, that's my thing. I love doing that. And she just loves it. She said, boy, you bring that stuff. You can make it so simple. I said, Mom, because I studied and I understand everything you're saying. I'm right there with you. She's blind. She said, I'm the only person who understands her blindness. Why? Her third eye open. She didn't worry about these two. She could care less. That's least her concern. And when she went blind, she never complained. She just been straightforward, and she been trying to help blind people ever since. That's her goal, to help other blind people. That's admirable. Okay? Moving on. I had to get you in there, Miles. All right. But for me in my life, when you're happy with yourself, that means you're doing something right. That's all that means. Life ain't got to be perfect. Everything I know. But when you are happy with yourself, I spend a lot of time by myself. And when I'm happy doing that, that must mean I'm doing something right. If I need other stuff to make me happy, Scooby-Doo, I don't need all that. No. My mother makes it clear. She spent a lot of time meditating in her chair. And she waits for me to call so she can go and have a good conversation with me. We talk for hours. Yeah, like two crack little kids. But we have fun. And I enjoy it just as much as she do. But because I practice my philosophy that I learned and I teach as well, it's my way of life. I don't just teach it, I live it. So it's easy for me, and I'm happy with what I do for you. That's part of my happiness. Me doing what I'm doing now. This is my thing. I'm doing me right now. Why? I'm helping somebody else. I'm giving what I got to somebody else that can help them. That makes me feel good. I ain't got to be on Sunday morning. I ain't got to be in the pulpit. No, this is my platform right here. I do this every day. Okay? I don't pick and choose. Nope. No days off. Moving on. I don't need people or money to be happy. No. I spend a lot of time, again, alone, and I don't make a bunch of money. What I got to need money for? God, I ain't got to pay for God. I got to take money from church. If I go to church, I'm being there, but I don't need money for God. He's free, okay? Trust me. It's better that you hang out with him than what? It's not cheaper. I ain't got no money. If you want money from me back today, my pockets had the mumps. I made money so fast I couldn't keep count of it. So, been there, done that. That ain't nothing for anybody who ever did it, I guess. But that don't me jump up and down. I gotta get that money. Remember training day? You police officer. You supposed to uphold the law. You just as crooked and dirty. And they gave him an Oscar for that. They love them kind of people. He didn't get an Oscar for Malcolm. Got an Oscar for training day. Dirty cop. But I tell you about the society we live in. Again, I ain't got to go there. But yeah, I see what's going on. A lot of people don't want to hear about it. Well, that ain't not my problem. I just tell you where I see it. Don't make a difference to me. Again, I know me. So I can do what I need to do and hopefully help you. So you can do the same thing too. Start seeing what's there. Start going for the okie doke. And if you need people or money to make you happy, you got the wrong idea. You ain't never going to be happy with yourself. If you rely on stuff to make you happy, I tell you, happiness starts here, not out there. And nothing out there is going to give me happiness. Excuse me. My daily routine: prayer, meditate, study, work out, give lessons. Those things I do every day and have been for the last 10 years. That's a nice little run. That's a nice, I don't give it that. 10 years is 10 years. And I've been on my grind for 10 years. I'm looking at it, it's been a minute. But that's all I know now. That's all I do now. And I'm satisfied. Why? I reached a level of happiness within myself doing just that. That's why I can tell you from experience, my man, if you do these things, you'll be rewarded. And because of my daily routine, I'm what? I have inner joy and peace. Why? When? Daily. Why? I'm doing me. I'm doing just what I want to do. I'm not doing it because I have to. I'm not doing it because I got to make bills. I got to take, no. I don't have those situations in my life. All I got to do is do what's right. And I'm rewarded for that. And that means taking care of my responsibilities in life, doing the things I need to do. But the main thing is I'm helping somebody else. I like doing that. Moving on. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I have no social life. I don't aspire for it. I don't care. Going out socializing don't mean nothing to me. I'd rather stay home, read me some books, and study, and go about my business. I have no friends because my conversations ain't about sports, he, she, none of that. If you ain't talking God, we ain't gonna talk alone. And I gotta go, okay, every time, no, I ain't not worried about that. I put it to use and it works. That's why I have no friends other than the people I socialize with, like my mom-in-law and my pastor. Other than that, I don't have nobody to deal with. And I don't miss none of that. What? If you ain't bringing nothing to the table, don't work for me. I don't miss none of that. You can't miss what you can't measure. You worrying about stuff that ain't even got nothing to do with you. I don't do none of that. Okay, I'm focused. And because I have no friends, for me, it makes me better, being my best self. By myself, I can find myself, I can know myself, I can do everything I need to do for myself, and then I can help others. That's my goal, okay? When you are happy, personally, with what you're doing daily, like me, you will be what? Happy too. That's what happiness is. Doing the things that you like to do, doing the things that make you happy. If your relationship that ain't bringing you happiness, you following a God that ain't prospering you, you may want to make some changes for the better. Because if you're not happy with what you're doing, something you ain't doing right. That's all. And I'm just the bearer of the news. You got to deal with the situation. I don't know your situation. It ain't personal with me. I'm just putting it out there. Being happy with oneself. That's knowing yourself. That's how you're going to be happy. If you don't know you, how you going to be happy with you? This is like, to me, common sense, but some of us don't apply it, so let me try to help you out. If you have knowledge of self, happiness should be the results for the work that you put in with that knowledge. Doing what you're supposed to do. That's all you can do. If it's not in my control, I don't worry about it. Everybody say that, but do you actually? I don't give a damn. Sorry, but I don't give a damn. Trust me. That's old school. That ain't went nowhere. That's the hood in me. I don't care. Back in the day when people tell me something like that, I don't give a fuck. I didn't. Why? That's how arrogant and ignorant I was, and that was my response. I look at it and I think, man, boy, you was a piece of work. All right. And I look at it, I see a bunch of people just as bad. And they I'm just looking and saying, I can't even help them. Some people you can't help. If you see a guy floundering around in the water, he's struggling, you try to help him, you tell him to stop struggling. They keep struggling. You got one or two choices. Let him take you down or leave him be. I swim away. Backstroke even. I can stroke. I can swim. I ain't got no problem out here. I'm doing this. This is life. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Any allegory or analogy you can use to make the point, that's all you got to do. And people understand simple stuff. I try to make it real simple. And matter of fact, it's real, so I can just give it to you where I got it. True happiness only comes from within oneself. If you think true happiness is that new car, that new pretty lady, that new man, that ain't, no. You being happy within here. You having this and this on the same page. That's true happiness that what? You can take to the bank. What bank? The bank of judgment day. When you got to pay from the heart. That's the way your true happiness comes from, in the heart. If the heart is happy, you good. If your heart ain't happy, you doing some things just not good for the heart, obviously. So when you go against this, you're not going to be happy. Moving on. And when true happiness comes from within oneself, not from things outside of yourself. Please understand that. If you think something's going to make you happy, you're wrong. I can stop that right there. So don't let that be a problem. Why? I done told you it don't work. Excuse me. We know that in life, if you're not enlightened with knowledge of self, that means you're going to lose life's fight. You're going to take a beating every day. You get beat up every day. Think about that. I'm winning, every day. That's what makes me happy. I done got no bruises from yesterday. Well, I had a good day. Yesterday was a good day. Today, I'll make today another good day by doing what I did yesterday. How about that? You give yourself to God, okay? And tomorrow, you do the same. I've been doing that for years now. And I give that statement to anybody. You start serving him, you'll be fine. With right thinking philosophy, I can tell you right now, learning self-knowledge, getting understanding for who you are, you will be able now to win the fight in life, like Mr. Wright. I'm beating my ego's ass, okay? He wants so bad. He want to get loose so bad. I keeps him under control. Why? When I need you, I know you're ready. When in Star Wars, they had the rank card, that's my ego. Hulk, when it come out, it don't give a, it's gonna smash and tear stuff up. So I got to keep him under control until I really need him. That's my concept with the ego. Other than that, you slap it. Shut up. Don't shut up. Okay, like a kid. You to be seen and not heard. Don't want to hear your voice. Okay, that's how you got to control your ego. Trust me on this one. That's the fight that we have every day, moral fight. We don't even know that fight. Half of us don't have a clue. The Haru and Set, that's the fight that's in you. Your lower nature wants what it wants. And a lot of men give in to lower nature. When you can supplement the lower nature, live on a higher level, you'll be benefited. Then why? God recognized that. He don't recognize your pleasures. Only you. You self-satisfying yourself. That's the devil. He don't give back nothing. You figure that out yet? Happiness is what? Is knowing your ego and having it under control. I just told you. I do this. This is what I'm trying to say. I got this lay it out so I can give it to you. That's why I like to plan before I come out here. And before I just start rambling, I get all over the place. But when I got structure, I got my purpose. Now I'm teaching you a concept. And that ego, if you ain't on top of your game, that ego will knock you off your pedestal every time. It's happy when it's going good. But when it don't get its way, you become a different person. Male and female. Why? You got no control over the emotion. The ego is your emotion. Emotion drives you, okay? And if you let him drive the car, you're going to have accidents. You better get some insurance. Double up. Why? Because you guaranteed to crash. You're going to need some insurance. Moving on. But that's what we call self-mastery. The control over one's ego is self-control, self-mastery. That's the goal I'm trying to get you to have. If your ego makes you do things that you may not wouldn't do, then you need to control the ego. Why? You're going to continue to pay the price for things that you may not want to do, but you did it because the ego. Well, my ego made me do it. Yeah, but guess what? You got to pay the price. Keep that ego. The best friend. Well, you follow somebody else. Y'all get in trouble. I said, what happened? I was with Frazier. And you was what? She go crazy. So I could never tell her that. Our parents know a lot more than we give them credit for. Children, recognize that, please. All right, they call us elders for a reason. We know things. It's called life. And again, when the ego is under control, you do a lot less dumb things. You do a lot less things that you got to, pay the consequence for that you may not want to. That's better in your life. That's taking yourself out of out of the drama, out of the nonsense, the consequences of your actions. If your actions are good, then the consequences will be blessings, not karma. Trust me. I'm happy to have happiness in my life. Everybody wants that. And some people get it from drugs, women, sex, whatever it is. But that's not prolonged happiness. When you get with him, and I love my church family. Why? They all in. They sold out. They not half-assing God. They're not BSing God. They all in. They good people. And good people choose the religion. The religion don't make good people. Did you know that? Being religious don't make you a good person. Not one bit. But y'all seen the thing that makes y'all no, it's the actions. I know that. And y'all should know that too. Why? Because y'all didn't put them forth the action. I just want the idea. Moving on. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Yeah. How you living? Happiness don't just drop into your life. Hey, hello, I'm happiness. I'm here to help. No, you have to put in work. Putting your work is what I did every day. Still do. Why? It's an ongoing thing. Once you start, you don't stop. Once you're born, you don't stop living until you die. And while you're here, you want to do everything you want and have everything you want, so you have at it. And that's what your choice is. But when you're doing the wrong thing, it ain't going to be fun. Life wasn't fun when I was doing the wrong thing. I can tell you that. It was fun doing the wrong thing, but the consequences behind it ain't the fun part. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, everybody make it look good. Any one of these guys that you see out here, ask them about their real self. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's all a facade. What you got? Okay. Now, happiness don't just happen. You got to make it work. But to reach the state of happiness in your own life is one hell of a fight. And to win it, live like Mr. Right. Do the right thing. That's it. That's what I do. And the rewards will be yours too. Knowing thyself is the way to win life's fight. Did you know that? Our ancients knew that. That's what they tell you. Know thyself. Know thyself. Some people ain't got to be a bunch of words. Once you understand what the word means, you can take it from there. Know thyself covered a whole spectrum of stuff. And we just, discover myself. If everything is said, know thyself. Okay, but if you don't want to use my vernacular, which is fine. Some people just choose not to say, okay, that's what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. Whatever you want to do, it don't make a difference. It is what it is. I know that. And the only way to win the life fight is what? Live right. Know thyself. And happiness is eternal, internal, and the goal is for all of us to become knowledge of self, so we can have eternal life with our consciousness intact with the spirit. That's the name of the game. So when we are ignorant, don't know ourselves, when the time comes to die, when it's going to come, and you don't know yourself, reincarnate. Why? You ain't passed the test. This is a test. We here, spiritual beings having this human experience for a reason. Some of us ain't figured that out yet. Some of it takes a few times. Don't worry. That ain't my job. My job is to help you stop that cycle. That's what I'm here for. Knowing thyself. Okay, nope. Before you reach happiness, aka knowledge of self, in your personal life, you're going to go through some pain. Why? You're going to make mistakes. You have to pay for them. That's why. Again, Know right from wrong. You're the decision maker. If you only know wrong, then ain't much decision. If you only know right, again, no other decision. You need choices. Why? That's what Mayat represents. And that's what God, the only one who's one is God. Everything else got to come with a pair. All right? Another lesson. But happiness is like the duck on that pond, you see. He's just chilling. I love that because he's just standing there. He just moving around smooth. But when you take the camera underwater, he's fighting his ass off to keep afloat. That's what it's really about. And you don't need to see that. You don't know the work I put in to put this together. So again, you don't need to see those stuff. All right. When people see the actual, they just see that. You don't see the cuts, the outtakes. You don't see none of that stuff. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I get it. But I like the pond, the duck concept. Why? You don't see nothing except him chilling. Flat. But under that water, he's running like a just to what? Stay afloat. Nobody sees that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Get the concept. I'm a conceptual person. I want to get you the idea. All right, where we at? Now, wrapping it up again, I appreciate you tuning in just for fun for me. Being happy. Again, I've been ranting. So, it's been a minute since I've been in this mode. You've been with me the whole time, and it ain't been fun. Okay, trust me. You've been with some of y'all, I know. Ain't but a few, but I'm good with that. All right. Remember, a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. I'll take a little bit of views over what? No views. Moving on, so I'm happy. If you look at me, I look happy. Not, no, but I'm happy because it's something, again, when you're happy and you know it, what? Your face is sure to show it. A person who's not happy can't present themselves as happy. It don't work. Some of us get good at faking people out, but I don't understand the purpose and the use. If I'm not happy, you're going to get the gas face. Yeah, why? I ain't happy. I don't give a damn. I'm not happy. So I walk around looking like that. Why? Because I'm not. Now I walk around with a shit-eating grin on my face. Let the cat swallow the canary. Why? I'm happy. Where? Inside. That smile comes from inside. Smile don't come from out. It comes from within. I can't smile that happy smile if I'm not happy. And I'll let you be the first to know. And if you know me, I wear it like a badge. Simple. I don't walk around with this big shit-eating grin on my face for no reason. I'm happy. So I'm the wild mouth frog. My life is good. And everybody don't want that or don't have that. Why? They didn't put this other position to get it. It's not something that you can desire. It's something you have to earn, like respect and blessings. I remember back in the day when I wasn't happy with myself, okay? Lack of knowledge. Didn't know who I was. I was pretty much lost. And I would want to trade lives with anybody. And take this life, my life sucked. Okay, I don't want this one. I take somebody else, and they had the phrase, "If I had your hand, I'd throw mine in." So I never forget. I'm in the barber shop. I'm sitting in the barber chair. I talked to my barber, Mr. T. I said, "Mr. T," I said, "Oh boy, I'm doing bad." He said, "Man, you Bill, son. You can't even spell bad." I knew what he meant. I said, he didn't know what I meant. Okay, I'm feeling bad on the inside. He think, no, my man, I had nothing to do with that. And because you sit in the barber chair, that's where you go and, like psychiatrist, open up and let him out. But he gave me my little life lesson. He did. See, he knew my dad. They was, but he wasn't a good dude either. I ain't gonna put no bad mouth for you, Mr. T. I love you. My barber for pretty much most of my life. And now I got one more. In my whole life, I only had 2 barbers. Still got the second one. He cut my hair sitting down. Both of us sitting down. I'm old school. I don't know you knew, but I don't. Moving on. That's all personal information. Sorry, but that makes me happy too. All right. I remember when I wasn't happy and life wasn't good. You wanted, I want your life. Why? You got a nice car. You doing good. I want your life. So the rule was a poker player, a good poker player, he could sit there and have a full flush, royal flush. An average person will just lose their mind. They just can't handle it. Okay, those people need to sit down. Why? Yeah, I give it away. A good player that's like he had 5 different cards that didn't match nothing. Same facial expression, don't change. That's what I say. A good poker player know how to what? Use this. Why? That's part of the game. Most people get excited. Those kind of people, when they get close to it, they just get crazy. Anxiety just overrides them. That's what being cool all my time. I don't do that. I learned that a long time in life. So, all right. But they saying, if I had your life, I would throw mine in. If you had my life, you'd be happy camper. But guess what? You can't. Why? It's mine, and I'm having it. You got to get your own. And that's what you can do. Don't worry about what somebody else doing or ain't doing. Get it for yourself. Wrapping it up, taking it in. I appreciate you tuning in. Now, my life, I wouldn't trade my life for all the other lives in the world. That's being happy with yourself. How you? You happy with you? Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm just trying to give it to you the best way I can. And right thinkers and closers, me, let it be 100. Me, 100. It's that day. So I know that my right thinkers who are happy with themselves have passed away. Get busy. I am.